Hello guys. Today, we are taking you back in time, to an era when education in Britain was not about pressure, rankings, or competition, but about building character, discipline, and respect. In the 1970s and 1980s, schools and colleges were simple places, yet they shaped generations that went on to build modern Britain. This is not just a story about classrooms and textbooks. It is the story of how education once created strong minds and responsible citizens. Welcome to Retro Britannia, a typical school morning. In 1970s and 1980s Britain, a school day began early. Children walked to school, often in groups, wearing simple uniforms that made everyone equal. There were no mobile phones, no headphones, no distractions. The school bell rang, and students lined up quietly for morning assembly. Assemblies were not rushed. They included announcements, sometimes a short moral talk, and often a moment of reflection. School was not entered casually. It was entered with discipline. Teachers in those days did not raise their voices often. They did not need to. When a teacher entered the classroom, silence followed naturally. Respect was not demanded, it was understood. Teachers were mentors, role models, and authority figures. A single look from a teacher was enough to bring order. There were no debates about discipline, no arguments in class. Education was a serious responsibility, not a service being sold. Classrooms were basic: wooden desks, chalk and blackboard, a clock ticking on the wall. There were no projectors, no smart boards, no digital screens. Yet students listened carefully. Lessons were slow, clear, and focused. Students learned to write properly, to think before speaking, and to listen without interrupting. Learning was not rushed, it was absorbed. Homework mattered, not in quantity, but in quality. Neat handwriting was important. Books were covered carefully. Pages were kept clean. Mistakes were corrected, not ignored. Students learned patience, consistency, and responsibility. Education trained the mind, but also the habits of life. Students dressed modestly. Discussions were respectful. Debates were thoughtful. Libraries were central to college life. Books mattered more than opinions. There was disagreement, but without hostility. Education encouraged critical thinking, not noise. College students were expected to behave like adults, and most of them did. Exams existed, but fear did not dominate education. There were fewer exams, but deeper understanding. Success was measured by knowledge and effort, not constant testing. Students were allowed to grow, make mistakes, and improve. Education was a journey, not a race. Schools taught more than subjects. They taught punctuality, honesty, respect, responsibility. Students learned how to behave in society, how to speak politely, and how to respect elders. Education prepared children, not just for jobs, but for life. Today, education is faster. Technology is everywhere, but attention is shorter. Patience is weaker. Respect is often missing. Back then, there was less technology, but more focus. Less pressure, but stronger foundations. This is not about saying the past was perfect, but about remembering what worked well. The Britain we know today was shaped by students of those classrooms. Engineers, doctors, teachers, public servants. Their education was simple, but powerful, and its values are still relevant today. Education in 1970s and 1980s Britain was not loud, not flashy, and not rushed, yet it created generations that understood discipline, respect, and responsibility. Perhaps the future of education lies not only in new technology, but in remembering what the past did right. Thank you for watching Retro Britannia. If this era means something to you, leave a comment and share your memories with us.